Philip?
1.
Yeah, 1 is the smallest number. And what's the largest number? Candy?
100.
Yeah. And how are we moving from 1 to 100? Are we going up by 2s, by 5s? Candy again?
3s.
Oh, I see what you notice. I think you're looking at the blue pattern, aren't you? Yeah. Ignore the colors for now. How did the numbers go from 1 all the way to 100? Philip?
Add 1.
Yeah, you're adding 1 to get to all the way to 100. But you're right, Candy. All the blue boxes, they seem to be going up by 3s. It's really neat that you noticed that. Okay, so do you see any patterns? Other than the one that Candy described, do you guys see any patterns in this hundreds box? Hundreds chart? Philip again.
So if you look at the first 3 ones, there's 3 box, and the last one is blue, and then it repeats all the way to 100.
Okay, so say that again. If you look at the, are you talking about, let's get some words established first of all. Okay, everyone, look. When we have a chart, we can talk about rows. This will be row 1. Do you guys see that? How many rows are there in this chart?
10.
Yeah, there are. Look, we start at row 1. The second is row 2, row 3, all the way to the bottom, which is row 10. Okay, so it's useful to know how to describe position of the blue boxes using rows. We also have, what do we call these when we look at these? They're not rows. It starts with a C.
Numbers.
Yep, we're dealing with numbers, and here we have columns, okay? Rows go sideways, columns run up and down. And also, what do you notice about the blue boxes? They're in what we call diagonals. Do you see that? These lines, they're not horizontal, they're not vertical, they're diagonal lines. So the very first line that I drew here is called diagonal 1, diagonal 1. The second line that I drew is diagonal 2. Where is the first diagonal that has the blue boxes? Philip?
Diagonal 3.
Yes, excellent. You're right. Look, diagonal 1, diagonal 2, diagonal 3 has blue boxes. Maybe I'll even paint it blue. There we go. Where is the next, which is the next diagonal that has blue boxes? Oh, I see a hand up down there. Can't see your name though. With the nice pink glasses.
It's Lillian, and the
Thanks, Lillian.
is 6.
Let's see if you did that right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, this is getting very squished. 6. Yes, you're right. And where is the next blue diagonal? Which diagonal will it be? Okay, Philip, it's your turn.
9.
Correct. So if you have to describe where the blue boxes appear, what can you say using the word diagonal? How can you describe that pattern? Philip?
So if you start from the 3 blue boxes, then you'll see that it goes 3 and then another 3 box, and then goes 3 and then another blue box, and then goes 3 and then another blue box, all the way until the end.
I think you're right. Look, this is what Philip is saying, everyone. Watch. The first blue line is the third diagonal. The second blue line is the 6th diagonal. This blue line is which diagonal did we say? Clara, can you tell me that one?
The ninth.
Yeah, the nines. And this pattern continues. Very nice. Okay, so now you know how to use words diagonal and rows when you're looking at this type of chart, okay? Can you tell me any other patterns that you see? I think it was Clara that basically said it right from the very beginning. Will you tell me again, Clara?
9.
Where should I start? I think you noticed the blue boxes right from the very beginning. Where should I start?
3.
What would be the next blue square?
6.
Correct. Next.
9.
And that pattern continues. Yeah. Okay. Listen up. Philip, do you have a question?
No, I have another pattern.
Oh, that's exciting. Let me know.
So the first 3 boxes, the last one is blue, and then
When you
another
say the first 3 boxes, do you mean these or do you mean these?
the
Diagonal or the row?
row.
Okay, the row. Got it.
The first 3 boxes, the last one is a blue one, and then again 3 last one blue, and then again 3 last one blue all the way till the end. And
Oh. Do you all see what Philip is saying? Look, in the first row, here's the first row, we have 3 blue boxes. I think this is what you're saying, Philip. In the
Yep.
second row, how many blue boxes are in the second row?
3.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. How many blue boxes are in the third row?
4.
4, nice. See that pattern, everyone? 3, 3, 4. I wonder if it'll continue. 3, 3, 4. Let's see. How many blue boxes are in this row?
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. And what about the next one?
4.
Let's see. 1, 2,
Oh, wait.
another 3, right? And then the next one, this row right here, how many blue boxes are there?
4.
Correct. That's a neat pattern. 3, 3, 4. 3, 3, 4. 3, 3, 4. Okay. You know, that is really impressive to me because when I first looked at this hundreds box, I saw a pattern, but the more I look at it, I see more patterns. Why do you think patterns are important in math? Okay, maybe that was a trick question. See, the thing is with math, everyone, math is all about patterns. If you want to be good at math, you have to be able to look at math questions and find patterns. And just like we didn't see all the patterns right away, eventually you'll see them, okay? When you keep looking hard enough, you'll see them. Okay, Philip, you have your hand up. Do you see another pattern?
No, I just wanted to to answer the question.
Sure. Okay, describe any patterns you see.
No, I mean the
The
how does patterns,
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, why are patterns important in math?
because they help us count.
Exactly. Exactly. Without knowing patterns, you can't even count. Okay, so if you are good at finding patterns, you're going to be a very good math student, okay? Okay, so look, when you're given a question like this, because you guys will get homework, right? In your workbook, describe the patterns you see. One way to do that, you can mention any pattern that you see. One way to do it is to do the following. Say what number you start at. Start at, where does our blue box start? What number is the very first blue box? Matthew, can you help me out with that?
Very first blue box is number 3.
Nice. So when you describe a pattern, tell the person, always state where you're starting at. So start at 3 and then describe in words how we get to the next blue box. What do I have to do to 3 in order to get to the next blue box, which is 6? What math operation do I do? Do I add? Do I subtract?
Add.
Nice. Then add 3 to get to next blue box. Okay? That's a good way to use words to describe this blue pattern, right? Okay, that was the answer to part A. Part B says write an ordered list of the blue numbers. Now we're going to answer B, okay? Because you need to know how to do this for your homework. Write an ordered list. What is a ordered list? I know what a list of numbers is, but what does it mean to be an ordered list? Take a guess.
List that's ordered.
Yeah, exactly. Philip, what did you want to say?
I also want to say the list is ordered.
Yeah, exactly. Meaning the order matters. You can't just start randomly naming numbers. You can't say 9, 6, 75, 57. That's a list of numbers, but it's not ordered. It's not in the right order. Okay, so let's write our blue numbers in order. The first one is, tell me.
3.
The second is?
6.
The third is?
9.
Do you think we've established the pattern 3, 6, 9?
Yep.
I think so. So we'll put a comma and a dot, dot, dot. I think you guys see the pattern. I don't have to go on, okay? Maybe we can put the very last number here. What's the very last number in our list?
100.
Oh, but our list is just the blue numbers, right?
99.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, are you guys okay with this first question? You did really well with that. You know, you actually showed me patterns that I didn't even see, so that's very cool. And what do we call these, for example? These are the, starts with the R.
Row.
Rows. What do we call these? Oopsie, not that. What do we call these?
Column.
Columns. And then what do we call these?
Diagonal.
Diagonals. Very nice. Okay. You guys did really well with that. Next question. Yes.
I just saw another pattern.
In the first chart?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. I have to go back because that is pretty cool.
So, like for every blue box, it all has a little L-shaped thing that can connect.
Oh my gosh, you are so right. Can I try to do one? Okay, I like that you can write on the board too. So you mean like this?
Yeah.
Wow, that is a pattern. And you know what? We're not going to do it now, but you know, to explore this a bit more, you might want to add, look, in my little L pattern, I might want to add 5 plus 16 plus 26 plus 36 and see what I get when I add all of the L numbers. And you search for even more patterns. That's very cool. I think we can spend, honestly, I think we can spend a whole hour on this one question, but I have more hundreds boxes for you guys to look at. Here's another one. Okay, I'll let you look at this and then try to find the patterns.
Do you have to fill this in?
Well, I think we could. Yes, we could. But first find the pattern because they shaded enough pink squares for us to establish the pattern, right? Let's try to describe the pattern in words. Okay, let's hear what you have to say, Philip.
So 2 to 5 is 3, and 5 to 8 is 3, and then 8 to 11 is 3, and then 11 to 14 is 3. And
Okay,
then
perfect. Let me stop you right there. What do you mean by 2 to 5 is 3?
In between.
Okay, so to get from 2, in order to get to 2 from 5, what did you have to do?
Add 3.
Exactly. So let's describe this pattern. Remember what I told you guys? When you're describing a pattern, tell the reader where you're starting from. So let's start at 3. Oh, I like that I choose pink because it's a pink box. Start at 3 and what were you saying again? How do I get to the, oh, sorry guys, that's not good. We don't start at 3.
2.
Thank you. You make sure you let me know if I make a mistake, okay? So start at 2
And add 3.
and add 3 to get to next pink box. Something like that. Does that sound good?
Also, when you're writing, there's a tool that's a T because it's text tool. You could do
Oh, maybe that's a better one instead of writing so big, right? Okay, I'm going to use your advice. How do you guys know so much about Zoom? Okay, so that's a great way to describe the pattern. Does anyone else see a different pattern? I think Philip, that was the main pattern that we see, but now let's try to find even more patterns that are not so obvious. Maybe you can describe the pattern using the word diagonal. Which diagonals seem to have the pink boxes? Let me see. Matthew, can you help me out with that? Which diagonals have the pink boxes?
The ones like 2, 5, and 8.
Okay, let's see. So that's diagonal 2, 3, 4. Wow, that's great. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is that? 11? So we have the numbers 2, 5, 8, 11. What do you think the next, well, we don't have another one, but what would the next number be in this pattern? Philip?
It's 14, and it's the same one that I said, except it's vertical.
Exactly, exactly. So looking at the diagonals, this is diagonal number 2. This is diagonal number 5. They were the same list of ordered numbers, just like Philip said. Okay? Oh, look at that. That should say pink. Okay, so I think we're good with this question. Shall we try another one? I think I'll take your suggestion and, oh, okay. This question it'll come up in the homework as well. This is a hundreds chart and it wants you to make your own pattern. So I know you guys, are you all able to write on my screen? Do you guys know how to do that?
I can do
What?
Who
On
wants
the
to make a,
right on your screen. I know.
yeah,
the
to annotate?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can annotate on my computer, and I know how to annotate on my iPad. But for
Okay, nice.
some reason,
Philip, can you annotate? Can you start then? Can you do a pattern? Can you use like, just kind of shade it in like this, look. Just kind of shade it in like that.
But for some reason, I can't find a little pencil that allows you to annotate.
Oh, okay, your little stylus pen. Okay, who else can do it then? So, Philip, maybe you'll find it for next lesson. Can anyone else draw on my, who discovered those nice 7, those L shapes?
I did. Lillian.
Oh, is your name Calvin?
No, Lillian.
Oh, Lillian. Okay, Lillian. Lillian, do you mind drawing a pattern for us? And then we're going to try to guess your pattern. Get us started, establish your pattern, and we'll try to figure out what you're doing, okay?
Okay. I guess I could do this. Oh, wait, hold on. That's too big. Let me find it.
You can even circle the number if you want, if you can't really shade it in. Oh my goodness, how did you do that?
If you're in a computer, there's another tool for it. You could just put squares.
Okay, how is it that you guys are so good with computers?
Well, because my class is on Zoom.
I know, but still, my class is on Zoom too, but I wouldn't know how to do that. Okay, keep going. That is really cool.
Oh, I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Looks like Lillian is working with the diagonals. She's establishing a pattern with the diagonals.
Then what else could I do?
And remember, when you establish a pattern, it has to work always. You can't, like in the middle of your pattern, switch to a different pattern. Not for this activity, okay?
Yeah, my thing is working just like I planned.
Yeah, that looks good. Are you guys thinking about Lillian's pattern? Don't say it yet. Don't say it.
I'm done.
Okay, I think you'd have to continue, but we get the idea of what Lillian wants to do. Lillian, can you just do the next diagonal as well? One more diagonal for me.
Okay.
Just one more. And then just assume that it continues, okay, everyone?
Okay, wait a second.
Okay, so Philip, you were pretty excited to describe in words Lillian's pattern. Remember, you have to say where you start and then tell us how we get to the next box, okay? Give us our starting number.
So you start at the diagonal 3, and then you have to
Also,
add 2 to get diagonal 5, and then
Oh, wait, hold on a sec. Let's just think about the rows though for now, okay? Let's think about the rows. Start at number 3 and
3 and add 2, which is 5. And
how would I
then
say that? Start at the number 3 and add 2 to get to
the next pink.
the next
Box.
pink box. Perfect. Perfect. And whose suggestion was it that I use the text box? That was another good idea.
mine again.
Was that you, Lillian? Okay, you're like our little tech whiz here. Okay, very, very nice. And then you were looking at the